Hello traders, it's Samurai Trader here. I'm in the market on a T25 at the moment. Now my target is 2 ticks below the low of the day. So we can see the low of the day down here. I'm fairly confident we'll punch through, but we do have a fair amount, or will have a fair amount of resistance in my opinion, down around about this level here. So I'm targeting 750 per 10 lots or 6 ticks. I've actually short 20 contracts. Now I entered the market, let me just try to mark this up for you. Up here on, no, it's not printing for some reason, I'll come back to that. I shorted up here on a T25 here. Now we can see we're now within 1 tick of being filled. I'm actually going to pull my stop, which was actually I hadn't adjusted. This is the thing when you're talking and trying to trade. So I've actually pulled my stop down to +1, and the reason I got into +1, as I mentioned, we are at the low of the day and I'm not willing to lose on this trade. So one more tick, come on. Ideally you want to see it go through 2 ticks and you're guaranteed to be filled, particularly when you're short 20 contracts. So 20 contracts is $1,500. Now the after hours market, it is 7:15 exchange time here. Can be a great market. So for my colleagues that get home from work in New York and LA, now's a great time I should say to be doing some active trading.
Order filled.
There we go. So filled on all 20 contracts there. And so that was a very nice trade. So we've had a great trading morning. Of course we had some major announcements on the FOMC announcement. Of course, the interest rates rising, the market went absolutely crazy. And what I will do is just show you a couple of quick scalps. I mainly trade, as most of you know, I mainly trade the NQ, but just while I'm on the ES, I'll show you a couple of quick scalps. Okay, so what we're looking at here is the ES 1000 share bar. Now remembering, of course, that we've rolled over contract wise. Now I had a number of traders that had some major trading challenges a couple of days ago. The candles were 3 points in length, so a good 12 ticks, and the reason being they hadn't rolled their contracts over. So just be aware, of course, that we're now in the March 2016 contract. So just up here we had 2 classic T1s. Now remembering, this is the first trade after a T20. So there's your T20 there. You could have entered on this T20, but you would have had a quite large stop. Or if you wait for what I call a T21. Now T20-1 is the first trade after we have our crossover here. Now we jumped out on this one a little early. Now number one, I was only filled, see the 9 figures there, I was only filled on 9 contracts. The market ran away. I went in on the limit order. So the market ran very quickly, and if I remember correctly, that was only 5 ticks, so it was about $1,029 for some reason after brokerage. So both of these trades, I should say. So I then had my target just above this 89, because we see 89 bounces all the time, and you can actually see we bounced up, then we bounced off a 34 EMA, and I had a T1 entry there, and I got in on a 34B actually there. That was good for 6 ticks. Gee whiz, this is going back a few hours ago. So this is 2 p.m. exchange time. So that was a couple of really nice ES trades. I wanted to keep this video short, so I won't go across to NQ, but we had a fantastic trading day with the I'm a Day Trader setups. So just getting back to trading here, we can see that after hours, and let me remove this zero lag, so you can see here we had some beautiful 200 bounces, that you had a 34 bounce there. So after hours there's some great trading opportunities, and particularly here where I went short 2 lots. Remember, if you're going to place multiple trades, just remember to stay within your risk parameters. I was very confident of it, and I won't go into all the reasons why, but this was going to punch through, hence I traded 2 lots. So let me put this back on hold and we'll see what else we find. Traders, my wife just informed me that we've got to go Christmas shopping. It's the 17th of December where I am down under, and so my wife wants to go out and spend some money on the kids. So very quickly, before I wrap this video up, I just want to quickly cover something I mentioned earlier, which is why it's fresh on my mind. Read the rollover dates. The rollover dates play a very, very important part of trading, and it could mean some big losses if you don't do it correctly. So I just want to show you something here. First of all, I hadn't mentioned the risk, of course, my standard risk disclaimer. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do, and you'll get to see these risk disclaimers every video. But of course, very important to have a very sound understanding of the market. So quick facts about rollover day. Because where I see traders get hit badly is where they continue to trade the wrong contract after rollover, even though eventually it totally expires. But what happens is you've got a lot less volume and you get much bigger candles, which means bigger stops and a whole lot of other issues. So I want you to study this slide that I've got here before you. If you're not familiar with rollover dates, for an example with crude oil, it's every month. With the ES, NQ, YM, it's of course quarterly. Get to understand, if you're a newer trader, and even if perhaps you're an experienced trader and you're a bit rusty on this, exactly how rollover dates work, because it can really affect your trading. Now, even though I can't remember where I got this little chart from, it really illustrates it quite well. That we can see here that the second Thursday of the rollover month, okay, the other contract starts trading, and of course then finally it expires. And this can be, in this little period here, is where you can be badly hurt as the volume dries up on the previous contract, on the December contract, and rolls over into the March, in this particular case 2016 contract. You really want to keep an eye on that. So if you haven't already obtained my ebook, please go to my website. If you've got any questions at all about trading, please feel free to drop me an email at trader@imadaytrader.com, or visit my website and to find out more about the Day Traders Fast Track program. Once again, I don't have the fanciest website, but hey, I'm a day trader. That's my main business, is day trading and researching the money markets. So overall, even though it was FOMC day, fantastic trading. Here is a quick snap, a quick trade after the markets close. Now, where we are right now, by the way, this is the low of the Globex market so far. So what we've got setting up, if this candle closes here, this will be a T25 setup. We are at the low, but if you look though, and look at that there, we've seen a real punch through. Now, of course, that would have been virtually impossible. You just moved too quickly unless you had a limit order there. So up there, just as a recap, as we wrap up, 200 bounce, it was a T25 there. I got in on this T25. You had another T25 set up here and a 34 bounce. So traders, a fantastic trading day. Drop us an email if you've got any questions, or even better still, invest $197 and purchase the Day Traders Fast Track program. Thank you, traders. See you on the next video. Once again, send me those emails.